Hello.
Hi,
Hi, Caroline. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Been fantastic. Hello to everyone who is tuning in. I'm Annalie with Broadway in Chicago, and I'm absolutely thrilled today to be joined by Caroline Bowman from Frozen. Caroline, first of all, how are you? How was your week so far?
Oh my gosh, so good. So good. The back and forth weather is getting me. I'm kind of ready for some snow. So I'm putting that out there. Elsa is putting it out there that we want some snow in Chicago.
We are totally with you on that. I totally agree. I would love to start off with a few rapid fire questions just to get to know you a little bit better first. So, what is your favorite dessert?
Chocolate chip cookies.
What is the last musical or play that you saw that wasn't Frozen?
I saw Aladdin opening night on Broadway. It
That's
was so magical.
that sounds incredible.
Mhm.
What is your favorite pastime in Chicago so far?
Walking my dog to the pier. That's been really fun, Kodak. And then going to the Christmas market is so beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, what is your current favorite album slash artist that you're listening to these days?
Well, I'm listening to a lot of Christmas music at the moment. So Kelly Clarkson, Sarah Bareilles, um, and Leslie Odom Jr.'s Christmas album is the best.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, great. That sounds fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. To all those who are tuning in, feel free to put any questions you have for Caroline in as possible. How with your connection with Frozen, and you have a little bit of a unique one, and I saw in an interview that you actually appeared in the animated film. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I sang in the Fixer Upper number in the movie. So I was one of the singing trolls, and that every woman that was in Kinky Boots on Broadway in the original cast was asked to go and sing in this Disney film, and I was like, sure, I'll go do that. And we recorded the song, and it was like they showed us the black and white images of the sing roles, and I had never obviously been a part of a uh, animated film before, so it was a wild experience. And then when the movie came out, I told Austin, who is my now husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, I was like, we need to go see that. We need to go see that movie. I think I was in that. And then it was Frozen, and now Frozen has been a part of my life since 2013 when it came out.
That's cool. Is there a specific reason that you said yes to Frozen, to coming onto the show?
Oh my gosh, who would say no to Frozen? I love Frozen. I loved it. I love Frozen, and more so, I love the role of Elsa. I love everything about her, and I love her journey, and I love how she is this very empowering, inspiring woman who steps into her power and owns, after being told her entire life that something that is a part of her is not good, and that she needs to hide it. And then all of a sudden she gets to explore this whole other side of her that she's never been able to explore, and you get to witness that in the musical. And I just think that's so relatable, and it's just a really cool journey to go on every night. I love it. I watched the Frozen movie too. I'm a big dork. I love it so much. Like, I still don't. I'm not over it.
It really is such a magical show, and for those who have seen it, you know that there are so many magical Disney moments in the show. And with the show, like, you get to wear such incredible costumes, incredible pieces of art. Tell me, what is your favorite costume from the show?
I mean, the ice dress. Come on. Like, the fact that I get to wear that iconic dress every day is beyond belief. But what you said, like, we have the best crew in the business. We have like 100 people backstage making the show happen, and it takes a lot to make Frozen go perfect, go smoothly. There's a lot of tricks happening. There's a lot of moving parts, and we have the best people in the business back there making it go smoothly, making it safe. And it's just wild. Like I always wish that there was a camera backstage that so the audience could see what's happening back there, because it's like, it's not only is there choreography on stage, there's so much happening backstage that has to like go really smoothly in order for our show to look the way it does. And it's remarkable that how smoothly our show goes every night. It's Disney knows how to do it.
Disney does know how to do it. And I think the really wonderful thing about this show is that some people might think that, like, oh, this might be a kid show, but it's totally not. This is truly a show for all ages.
Yes. I mean, kids come and enjoy it, that's for sure. And we hear them out there, and it's like warms my heart. And I love seeing the little Elsas and Annas dressed up, of all genders dressed up. It's a beautiful thing to see. But yes, I actually have talked to more adults who are so moved by this story for so many different reasons. And I had no idea. I had no idea the impact that this show has on no matter what age, all ages, all genders, all human beings. I mean, and people really need this story right now, I feel like.
It really is such a feel-good story. And going back to just the show itself being such a work of art, and you yourself, you have a huge role to play. How did you prep for the role of Elsa? Did you have to go through any special Disney princess training?
Disney princess training. I put myself through my own Disney princess training, but I consider myself an athlete. I think we are all athletes, and so I never take on a role without, from top to bottom, my brain, my body, my voice, everything has to be in line. And so I really every single day treat myself that way, and make sure I'm getting enough sleep. And I have been singing Let It Go for the past 4 years of my life pretty frequently. I'm always working on different ways of playing with it depending on how I feel. We're human beings, we change every single day. So like depending on how I wake up in the morning, I have to navigate the show in different ways. And I never show up to work and don't give everything I have that day. And so whatever that is, I have to work with that. And so yeah, I make sure I'm working out and treating my body right and putting good things into my body, and warming up. I do a very rigorous warm up every day, and drinking a lot of water. And then especially these days, we got to stay really healthy. So I'm like on my vitamins and all the things. So yes, I think we should change it to Disney athlete training, right? Or just general athlete training. We're in the NFL right now, like we're at the top of our game, and so we got to keep ourselves there.
What is there a specific moment, instance that comes to mind that you go, wow, like all of my hard work, this is truly worth it?
Every day I step on stage, I think that every day. I never take it for granted that I get to do this for a living. And I mean, I'm nervous every day I go out on stage to sing Let It Go, every day. And conquering that and actually feeling the release of the song, of saying Let It Go a million times, is an incredible feeling. So I would say that all the hard work is worth it when I can feel good about my performance, especially in that song, a song that everybody knows. So yeah, I'd say that.
Absolutely. We have a lot of questions coming in about the fact that you get to tour with your talented husband, and you get to bring your dog on the road with you. Tell us a little bit about like what tour life is like with your partner, with your dog, living out your dream.
It's the best. I highly recommend it. We're such good partners, my husband and I, in life. And then we've never worked together until now. And so we just are good at I respect him so much as a performer, and he respects my work as well. And so we just support each other. And I get to, it's odd the way our tracks worked out, because I get to stand off stage a lot of the time when he's doing his big numbers in the show, and I get to watch him do his thing. And then same with him, like he's kind of worked it into his track where he's always standing off stage when I'm singing Let It Go. And so I feel very like, not only do I feel supported by him, but this cast is unbelievable. Everybody is so working so hard. We have the hardest working ensemble in the business. And then not only that is that I feel lifted up by them. And so, sorry, I moved on to our cast as a whole. My husband is also very supportive and lifts me up and is the best. And then what's amazing is the balance of having our dog on tour with us too, is we've got to bring our home. And so we've got to bring our home on tour with us. And so we have our dog to balance us out. We have to come home and take him for a walk, and we actually explore the areas we're living in because we have to take him for walks every day. So we like find the best dog parks, and we find places to go play ball with him. And he keeps us really grounded and humbled for sure, because we got to pick up his poop every day. So not only are we Anna and Elsa, but we got to pick up dog poop. So.
Absolutely. So with exploring Chicago, this is not your first time here. You've been here with the pre-Broadway of Kinky Boots. You've been here for a summer concert. What do you love about Chicago? What are your favorite things?
Oh my gosh, I love being in this city. I like can't spend enough time here. I mean, I've been here in quite a few seasons, because Kinky Boots, we were here for a couple months, and it was like the end of the summer. And so I love the weather. I think like you guys get all 4 seasons here. I love the theater community. I think the audiences here are amazing. You guys are a true theater town. I love the food. Oh my gosh, I love deep dish pizza. And it kind of, it's like, feel like Chicago's like a sister city of New York. So it makes me feel like I'm not too far away from home. I'm a New York girl, and I feel like I'm looking, we have floor to ceiling windows in the apartment we're staying in, and I'm just looking at the city as I'm talking about it. So I love it here. I love everything about Chicago.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back to you talking about the ensemble so fondly, and we have a question here. Someone says, when I saw you on stage, the cast seemed like one big family. Is that an accurate thought?
Yes. We love each other. We support each other. Everybody's lifting each other up. When understudies go on, it is like, it's seeing the show through fresh eyes, and we all like know how much work it goes into being an understudy, and the care and the thought and the nerves, and everybody just carries people through the show. And I don't know, everybody's part is pivotal in this show. I mean, gosh, and then you hear the sounds that are coming out of this ensemble as a whole. Like, it's live singing, and it's live singing at its best. It is so good. Before I start singing, I have my first song in the show is called Dangerous to Dream, and it's the coronation for Elsa. And this wall of beautiful harmonies that were so beautifully arranged in this musical, it's just like, it makes me cry every day. And I sometimes if I'm feeling extra nervous, or even just if I'm not, if I just want to like feel the support of the sound of the group around me, I close my eyes and I just like let the sound like go and seep into my soul. And it's like, I know it sounds cheesy, but I just love this group of people so much, and I feel very honored to be a part of it.
You can totally tell that. I've been saying this is so beautiful to hear. It's a wonderful sentiment to know that when you're watching the show, you know that the people putting it on are really family and they truly love each other and they care about each other.
Yeah, and also just the year and a half that we've all had, we're so grateful to be back at work and doing a show that we really care about and a show that we really love telling. I mean, a story we really love telling. So I think we're all holding this job very near and dear to our hearts, and we're not taking it for granted. And it's really, and so the shows that we're putting out there are really heartfelt, and we feel the audience really wanting to be there. We know what it takes for the audience to show up to shows now too. It's like, you know, and they really want to be there with us and go on the journey, and I feel that.
Absolutely. We are nearing the end of our time, but I do have one more question to ask you. We have a lot
We
of
can take a couple more minutes if you want.
we have a lot of aspiring actors who are tuning in. What advice do you have for those who want to be in your shoes one day?
You're never done learning. You can learn from every experience. Your journey is not going to be what you expect it to be. So take the path and run with it and be in the moment, because you don't want to look back and be like, I didn't live, I wasn't fully present in that time, and I didn't realize what a special moment that was. And don't compare yourself to others. It's really hard. But don't compare your journey to anybody else's. Your journey is specific to you and important and matters. And I think comparison is the thief of joy. So just like know that you're on your track for a reason. I think that's, oh, and then there's a quote that I love, and it's, normal people are just people you don't know very well. So embrace your freak flag. Be you. It's like, and that's going to be the best.
Embrace your freak flag. You
says Elsa.
All right, one final question. What do you hope people take away from seeing the show? Because it is different from the movie in the best way.
That love conquers all. Love is different for everyone. And I think also, come see the show expecting Frozen, the Frozen we all know and love, but then embrace the new and go on the journey, because we take you on different rides. And I think the stuff we've added to the musical is really special and adds a depth that maybe the movie didn't touch on. So I'm very proud of it.
That's fantastic. For all those watching, you can see Caroline in Frozen at the Cadillac Palace Theater until January 22nd. Seriously, this is a show you will not want to miss. A show for all ages. Come bring your family, bring your friends. Tickets are at BroadwayInChicago.com. Caroline, thank you so much for joining us today. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. It was a joy. Have a wonderful weekend and happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.